some money, get some money, get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo notes are I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame played.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Mike Evans. He had a touchdown last week, the cherry on top of a ton of yardage. It's the Desperados and the Saints, next on Madden Football.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Austin Desperados and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Owens. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. And right away, he lost the football. On 1st down, they'll run with the Wonder. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Murray. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Murray. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Flush to his right. Open man is Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And they'll go right back to Nwangu. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. If it was close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Murray on the sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Desperados' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their 1st drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Snap comes to Murray at 1. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Murray now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Eluding the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Lock it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Lawrence will throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Kamara try the right side. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's Murray. be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. Forced and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Basham. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Kamara up the middle. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep again, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. is Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. Murray now to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. From the gun, Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again, Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And this is caught by Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kene Nwangu, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll get this out to Kamara. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Lawrence on third down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Again, it's Lawrence. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end it.
He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. You come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 31, Lawrence. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Gets around him. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Murray now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Carlos Basham getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara with a 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing up his head.
Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Kamara with a run on 1st down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Lawrence. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Lawrence will get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case...
Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get
under pressure, and they got to him again. Azeez Ojulari able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Another run now for Nwangu. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Murray going to fire one out wide. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Murray. They'll get this to Nwangu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Handoff right side, Nwangu. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delayed game, offense.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Lawrence. It's complete. Kamara. And he is out of bounds up past the 10.
On the 6. A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Saints.
A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays.